Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have a commentary on a video from Rummbolt today. So the reason I picked this one, I looked at, what's out there airsoft content wise, and that's what I do every single time. This one piqued my interest. It is a video that actually has got 1,000 views in a day, and it's on the MTW-308 Unleashed. And many of you might know that I actually have this replica. I have it in the format where I put a bottle or an HPA bottle directly onto the back of it. I've actually ordered their Quake stock, which is on the way, or should be on the way soon, because Wolverine are very slow at sending it, which is the recoil stock that they've just created. And I've got some kind of like stuff. Obviously, I can't really use the recoil stock when I'm also using the bottles, so I'm gonna have to switch that over to a regular HPA line coming out the back, their frac line. So I'm gonna be doing that. So I was very interested to see some gameplay with or someone else using this MTW-308, and let's kind of start from there, and we'll kind of see what we think of this video. So this is Rummbolt. Good starter music. Let's begin with that. Looks like a very cool site. Almost reminds me of that Balahack Airsoft site. Vehicles, love a vehicle. He's running a run cam. Glock sidearm. So that it looks like he's running it with the bottle on the back of it. Now the issues that I had was just the length of the stock with that bottle, which is why I found some 9CI bottles.
What's up, everybody? For today's Airsoft game, my team and I attended a special event at the Area M, in which both of the local fields were combined to one huge event location. We jump into action around 30 minutes after game start. Our red forces have been basically pushed back completely into our spawn, while almost the entire field is controlled by our blue opponents. The plan of our team leader is to gather as many players as possible to start one massive rush at House 2, so the local defenders could be overwhelmed and probably would call reinforcements from other areas. I decide to take a different path and observe the attack from the side, where I could give my team some long-range fire support. For this purpose, I'm using my custom-built Wolverine MTW-308 Unleashed as a DMR. If you want to learn more about this setup, a separate project video on this replica is about to follow soon on my channel.
So it looks like he's got the standard bottle on the back with the Unleashed model. Just as a heads up, I actually didn't have the best experience in terms of range and accuracy of it out the box. I've actually changed out the inner barrel and the hot rubber, and that seems to have increased it quite a lot in terms of it's very good out of the box, but it's just not as good as I was expecting. I've changed out that inner barrel and the hot rubber, and it seems to be a lot better. I haven't actually played with it since I did that, but just kind of shooting around, it seems to have improved it.
You hear in the background, our team leader has started the attack. Let's see what the opponents will do.
So quiet. It's obviously got no reciprocating parts to it.
It looks like the plan actually works. Some of the opponents changed their position to answer the attack of our team, coming from the right side. Unfortunately, I forgot to change mags before respawning. Sometimes a tactical reload really is a good idea.
So it takes those 308 style mags, so they're bigger mags.
The blue players seems to have gone. Time for me to approach a little forward into the village.
I love the pre-background he's kind of given on this, showing the map, showing what he's trying to achieve. It definitely sucks me into watching this a lot more than just kind of seeing frantic gameplay. Takes a lot more work to do it, obviously, in the video.
The path seems to be free. Some red players managed to conquer House 5, which would be an excellent new position for flanking our opponents.
So it's hard to see how they would communicate on that scale around there. You know what I mean? All of the people in your red team knowing what's going on. Unless you've got comms between everyone, which would be pretty awesome. So it's got a two-tone Glock there, it seems like.
We almost missed to activate the objective timer in this building. Although we already know we lost this round, it's good to hold at least one objective for the rest of the time. Never stop fighting, guys. From this building, I can directly shoot opponents at the houses 2, 4 and 6, as well as in the spaces between the buildings.
Problem is, if the enemy know you've got it, then they're obviously just going to lay fire on all the windows. That was a rangy
As
one.
I have to keep a safety distance of at least 20 meters with my DMR, this is the ideal spot for me to defend.
It's good he's got a secondary then as well. So I wonder what he's firing at, probably 500 FPS.
Look how confused this guy obviously is. He turns his head and
where's the
has
BB?
absolutely no clue where the shots are coming from.
It is super
Still
quiet.
calling his hit? Props for fair play.
So this is in Germany, potentially. I'm trying to listen to the language and it sounds like it's potentially German.
Right at the point when this round ended, all of my mags were shot empty. Time for exfiltration and resupply now, before the scenario will change.
That's cool. So that guy's got like a different kind of X-Fog unit on the back of his helmet. They've crammed them in there. Hopefully the enemy don't see them and just like lay fire onto that position. Wow. That's pretty awesome. He's got like Flecton on, camo. Is it?
In the second round of the day, we had to find 2 mobile objectives with unknown position on the huge combined field.
So that
Both ours and the opponent's spawns are located on the highest level of the field, so this turned out as a race for getting the dominant positions. Our team leader again called as many players as possible in to arrange a well-coordinated rush. Very cool to see how good communication and shouting worked today, and the squad pushed straight forward again.
So that car, or that van, basically just took them down to the spawn point, it seems like, between games. That's a ghillie suit there, huh? Nice spot. If he's up on that ridge though, you'd always be able to see him moving, or that head and shoulders, just even with the ghillie suit on, with that light background.
When you take a closer look at this player, what do you think his actual team color is? You see a
Blue.
red shiny thing here, but also something blue on the other side. Probably he just forgot to store his deathwag or something correctly, but in the live situation in game, I was very confused and decided to shoot him because of his position behind the opponent lines.
And he was on your team. Is that where we're going? See, the consistency's not amazing, I wouldn't say, on that. Looks like he had a couple of flyers there. Uh-oh. Where was that? That come through the
The
cover?
opponents are coming way too close for shooting them with the DMR, so I decide to pull back a little. Unfortunately, I was not careful enough, so I
Shot in the
hit
back.
and therefore separated from the squad.
That's where you need the
My
comms.
new main objective, trying to close up again and push forward with
This
the
is a
squad.
really cool
On
woodland
my
site.
way down the area, I stumbled across a place heavily covered with smoke grenades. Usually that's a good sign for action. Maybe my squad found one of the main targets. I really got the feeling something serious is going on here. Now I don't want to make the same mistake twice and decide for a tactical reload, while more and more smoke grenades are coming in. This guy I probably fought for 5 minutes or so and really got the feeling he might be not calling his hit. What do you think? It's very hard to tell,
so hard
even
to
in post-edit if you ask me.
It's like you think maybe it's flinching, but if you don't see the BB hit and bounce off, then I feel like you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
That's just my take.
Jetzt kommt hier was in unsere Richtung mit Smoke.
Oh, that's
Additional
annoying.
smoke does not really make things easier. For all people saying smoke in Airsoft is useless, here is a great example why it isn't.
Yeah, smoke's definitely useful. If they use it in real steel, then in Airsoft it's just as...
But in the end, he finally did call his hit, so maybe my earlier shots really did not find their target.
It also does, I think, sometimes get to a point where you've been hit so many times, if you're not taking it, then eventually they'll just take it. Oh, he's got an AEP. Oh, controversial. Just hate the noise of that. I know that a lot of people love them. I've got friends who use them.
You also notice how playing against the sunlight can make it harder to see your opponents. I will have to look for another position soon, or I will be surrounded by blue players.
You see that tiny little mag? That's one of my issues with AEPs. So you've just got like no realism with the magazine.
Bang.
It's got great background music, building the intensity. Careful sticking your barrel over the top. Anyone below you might see it. It's just such a horrible noise. Looks like I think he has the stock
Things are getting way too hot
barrel
for
on
me out
that.
here,
Sorry, the
which is
stock
why I leave my
tank.
camera and, as before, get shot in the back immediately. Well, this was my last action of the day, and although I did not manage to reunite with my squad, it was an amazing game day at the Area M.
Is it MARP out or Flecton?
What is your opinion
I can't
on
work it out.
Wolverine MTW Unleashed models? And do you also use them as a DMR?
I'm giving you my
Feel free to tell me down in the comments.
my info
I'm
on that one,
looking
mate.
forward to read about your experience. So long, have a good one.
So hopefully Rummbolt gets to see this video and sees my thoughts on it. Like you've seen probably some of my videos where I've just talked about it, and it's really good. Oh look, he's actually got a video here. Inconsistent hop up on the Wolverine MTW mid-cap syndrome. Looks like he might have switched it for a Reaper engine, and I tried doing that, but I think I actually got the wrong version of the Reaper engine, which didn't fit. It was a nightmare. I was trying to basically where that little thing is there, that little kind of indent where it gets held into place. It just wasn't the right size. It was just really, really frustrating. But I changed the hop rubber on mine. The hop did I change the hop unit as well? I think I did. I changed the hop unit, the hop rubber, and I put a different inner barrel in, and it actually made a big difference. My thing here was getting the 9CI tank, which made a big difference. I think actually I might have watched one of his videos where he did like not a 9CI tank. He did like a different tank with lower. It was like a similar, maybe not. It was a 9CI, but it was a similar like size tank, just with a lower PSI on it. I'm trying to remember. I've definitely watched his video on this before, so I'm trying to figure out what I thought. It's pretty bad that my memory is like that. Anyway, guys, go and check out Rummbolt's channel. I think that was really, really cool to watch. So I definitely enjoyed it. So definitely go subscribe, give him a like, tell him I sent you there, and have a great day. See you soon. Bye.